floor is now open to the press.
Hi Kareena, as the top we mentioned the private life of Kareena. So did you know like this is going to be the title of it? As you said, you are not really aware of what क्या private actually है? And second question is,
private नहीं है तो magazine खरीद के देख लो, सब होगा उसमें.
The thing is like when it comes to a video interview, the star hesitates to talk a lot. But the print में बहुत सी चीजें लेके talk. What is the differentiation in this interaction?
नहीं, I think it's the comfort and the rapport that a star builds with a journalist. एक रिश्ता हो जाता है finally, जैसे कि जितेश के साथ काफी साल से बात करती आई हूँ, जब से रेफ्यूजी से आज तक. So एक I don't know, it's more like a conversation.
So not talking about details particularly,
but generally I don't know. Yeah, but I don't know. I don't understand also how. कभी-कभी print interview जैसे होता है, it's like sometimes योला कॉफी के ऊपर बातचीत हो जाता है. It's not really an interview कि वीडियो के सामने बैठ के we're actually talking. तो वो atmosphere एक हो जाता है that you feel like talking. I think it's that. That's what I feel.
In any case, it's good that print scores over the television. Okay, before the next question, I'll ask one question to Kareena. You have been in movies since 2000. Your family has been for many decades. How do you find this change where you are much more accessible to people? Do you feel it a pressure? The fact that people are now following not just your film roles and your movie star roles, but also what you say. You have much more power today, but is that also leading to some amount of pressure?
But of course, today there's so much. Earlier, just, one person taking an interview in the 60s, 70s, when my mom tells me stories, sometimes when we're sitting and chatting, it just seems like, God, was there actually a time like that? Somewhere I'm a little old school also. Like I said earlier, I like sitting and chatting over a cup of coffee rather than having to do the whole question-answer session. So I don't know, I think it's about, yes, the actors today not only are known for their films. I don't know if I like that, but because there's too many shoots, too many events, too many things to do. But still I try to balance it out. I'm happy with the brand endorsements, but because then I can go on holidays. So I like that, I like my holidays, I like to sit and chat with the few people and the friends I've made. I'm not on social media, which is, I don't know, that bug still hasn't kind of bitten me as yet. There should be a slight side to an actor which is slightly mysterious. I don't know, and I hope that, we can still keep that a bit.
I'm not a journalist. I don't know if I am entitled to ask you a question. My name is Raj. I am Director General Police. The question I am provoked to ask is because you use the word heart. You just now said that this gentleman sitting next to you once covered you with his heart. Now, I have started, when he wrote about you, he writes from his heart. Now, I have an NGO which is called heart-quest.org. It's promoting lives lived from the heart. Of course, not without compromising your brain and all that. So, my question is, how much do you endorse this viewpoint? Maybe you need to look at that website, which you might, I urge you to have a look at that. But what this word makes sense for you, heart questing. To live your life, you ought to be a heart quester. That's my question to you.
Yeah, at least I live my life like that. I can't speak for anyone else. My heart rules my mind, and that's the way I've lived my life.
Kareena, like all your Filmfare, you're looking absolutely stunning.
Well, it's a new designer called Saugat Paul. Even I didn't know that he makes such amazing clothes. It's nice to promote new upcoming talent and designers, especially if I like fashion and I like saris as everyone knows.
wearing on the stunning cover that's there right in front of us?
That is obviously, I think, international designer, styled by Alia, but they're clothes from Paris, I think, which I wasn't allowed to keep.
Mr. Tarun, as you included fashion in this magazine, just wanted to know if this fashion would be related to the stars only, or it would be like the other models, and the number of pages would be increasing, or it would be the same number of pages?
No, the number of pages are going up substantially. I think almost 3 times the number of pages. And it's fashion, it's beauty and lifestyle, and it will. That's the good part. We don't need to go anywhere else because our stars themselves are actually fashion icons themselves, and their beauty tips is something that I know a lot of our readers would really want to know. So it is going to be a substantially larger number of pages on fashion, lifestyle and beauty.
Kareena, I want to know, like, we see you always dressed up so well, very up to the mark and all that. So when it comes to fashion, you have traveled to fashion destinations.
Well, yes, I like shopping in London and Paris. I haven't traveled anywhere else too much because I get into like a habit. If I like one particular thing or one particular place, I want to keep revisiting it. But that's a good habit to have. I'm committed.
Kareena, hi here. Hi, just straight on, Janvi sometimes now, hi. You look absolutely stunning first. Secondly, since you're speaking so much about holidays, there's also one that's coming up for you that everyone's talking about. What's that?
That all are talking about. I'm not talking about it. Maybe it's in the new issue of Filmfare.
But when are you taking off on this little holiday? Like when you go?
I've not gone on a holiday in a long time. I don't know why my holidays become such a talking point. I think it's because of the Asian Filmfare. Because they keep writing that. But nothing's planned right now.
And also on the cover, you're a favorite for most fashion magazines. But who is your favorite in terms of your contemporaries? Who do you think makes for a great cover star?
I think it would be just unfair to take one person's name. And also I think every star is on every other cover, so it doesn't really matter.
Kareena, among the 20 covers that you've done till now, which cover do you find most fashionable? Do you remember all of them, Chandra?
No, I don't remember all of them, but I think the new Filmfare issue is very, very fashionable because it's very fashion forward for Filmfare. Because Filmfare otherwise has always been very classic. It's nice to know that I've been on the cover when it's reinventing itself, when it's going so fashion forward, talking about lifestyle, luxury. I'm just happy that they think I'm luxurious, so I'm on the cover.